Hey my gorgeous friends, it's your friend Kevin here with today's Divine Daily Blast. Let's get right to it. Enough waffling, let's go to it. Here we are. We are in an angel numerology. Oh, I like this little pattern here. Reminds me of three spirits. Oh, okay. We are in an angel numerology number 8 day. That's about being successful. It's a day to be coronated with business acumen. If you're in business, planning, it's success. It's all about abundance, prosperity. It's an indication that the choice made under the number 8, which is the infinity symbol, are favourable. So get your manifesting going, get your visualization going. So if you're born under a number 8, if you're a number 8 person, meaning your birthday or name or something adds up to an 8, that's a personality of being successful, powerful, most likely a leader in your field. Now, if you're into tarot, this is definitely King of Earth or King of Pentacles, sign, King of Coins. And you can pull in the energy of Ariel, Jophiel. Ariel and Jophiel are both the abundance archangels. They work with the color of pale pink, deep magenta pink, that sort of thing. All right, so on the moon today has, let's see, it's a midweek moon. So it has moved into the sign of Leo, and triggers quite a few of the planets. So today it's about determination, perseverance, patience, and above all, discipline, mostly with yourself. Discipline the words that you're saying. Discipline the language in your mind, the mind language. Because Leo, being fiery and showy and pride, has a tendency to be a little bit what I would consider igniting, because we're dealing with the second eclipse of this month coming up towards the end of the week. So if you find yourself, which many of us do, facing challenges and problems, have a friendly chat with someone that you love and respect, because it could unlock a solution for you today. That's what that's about. I like my isms, I like my quotations, I like to dig into, and when I'm in that mood that wants to call BS on the spiritual stuff, because sometimes we can dip our toes into hippy dippy spiritual land, and we really do have to take a walk around the physical pool. We've sort of got to, there are times when our soul and our spirit feels so trodden and so pushed and so like, enough already of this rubbish. I got to stop it. Come on, let's get to it. So I wake up to my high flying life every morning. And I've done this for probably about 4 months now. May, June, July, August, yes. Show me the magic, show me the miracles, lift my heart, lift my life, lift my day beyond the skies. That's something similar to that. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't look at the clock and say, oh my goodness, I'm an hour late. Or I don't look at the clock and say, oh my goodness, I'm getting up in the middle of the night. It is what it is. I am vibrating with the energy of wealth and abundance. Now, wealth and abundance, particularly on a success day, to many people signifies money. Indeed, because we are raised and because we have it ingrained in our, what they call those brain mapping, if you will, we've been taught, programmed, understood that success is what we show off. Success is measured by so many. I mean, you've only got to turn on a television show to watch reality TV and see that people are living their life high on life. Like, they've got their fancy cars and their lovely houses, and they live in mansions. Well, yes, that could be seen as a level of success, but success is also an indication that what you're doing is working out quite well. Success could be, I'm going on a shopping trip and I got everything on my list. That's success. Success could mean I picked up an extra client today. That's success. I ended up completing all the tasks on my list today. That is success. You get my drift. I am vibrating with the energy of wealth. Wealth is seen in many different facets. You're wealthy if all the water out of your faucet just keeps flowing. You're wealthy if your heart continues to beat the blood around your body. Now, because we give those things no time, no mind, no nothing, we take it all for granted. So we are successful in so many ways. The universe, I am nurtured, supported and loved by the universe. That's Joanna Fantasies. We can all be overburdened with a backpack full of BS. Unpack it. Let it go. Lighten the load. Lift your heart. Lift your mind. Find ways to giggle. Find ways to get into your childlike energy. Here's a message from the Life Purpose Angels. Whatever you feel called to do, I can help you take it to the next level. What are you called to do? Call upon us to bring you magic to your vision. Today I will take one step in the right direction. Every thoughtful action brings me closer to my dreams. Every thoughtful action brings me closer to my dreams. What thoughtful action is that? What is a thoughtful action? It's sort of in a challenge. What is a thoughtful action? Well, thoughtful, what am I thinking about? Action, what am I going to do? How am I going to get that? Most of it is feeling and believing. Feeling and believing and achieving. Feeling, believing and achieving. I felt this. I felt good about this. And I believe it's possible. I believe it will happen. I believe I'm going to do it. And you achieve it. Some things take a bit longer. Remember, I have to say, in our spiritual world there is no time. Well, I have to say that in our physical world, that's becoming the reality. The reality is that this linear time that we are currently experiencing is speeding up. If you follow astrology, even just the fringes of it, they will all tell you that every planet shifted this year. They'll also say, whatever plans you've got, put them in place right now, because you are on the precipice of something else. We can't really look at it like, well, if we don't do it now, we'll never do it. But you sort of have to, because time is going by so fast. Melchizedek is here, talking about getting into higher knowledge, higher learning. Commit to your vision through your studies. It would be like, what vision do I have? And is anything missing that stopped me from getting it? You might have noticed that your communities that you're gathering and you're developing, people that you perhaps didn't know a year ago, have become fast, furious friends. People that perhaps you barely knew 2 years ago are people that you consider like family. So these are the things that the divine knowledge. And then when you trust and believe and feel that our divine helpers, guides, angels, fairies, animals, they line us up with who we're meant to be lined up with. They bring into our lives those who are going to take us to the next level and the next chapter. They channel through people like me what's new, what's different. The AI might have been something that people say, oh my goodness, I don't think I trust it, blah, blah, blah. And indeed, there is a reason to be discerning for some AI platforms that seek to create mischief, which is why we need our spiritual angels, guides, fairies, those that are with us through the veil, to do the work of filtering out anything that's harmful. Thank you for protecting me from all harm. Thank you for delivering me from all evil. Says that in the Lord's Prayer. Thank you for taking care of my burdens and bringing me bonuses. Thank you for lifting my heart upward so I'm not feeling so downtrodden. These are all, thank you, I'm grateful. I don't have to feel, see, fear, and all these things. The cherubims, that small group of childlike angels, the giggle boxes that live in heaven, their activation message: I recognize my ability to direct the experiences of my life. Nothing is set in stone. We are all co-creators of our lives. The circumstances we've experienced in our life up to this point, they've been linked to the choices we've made and somewhat the karma of our ancestors. Excuse me. So we're now in the portal of time to begin moving into a space where we can create the story that's really more aligned with the needs and ultimately the calling of our soul. I like to think that, we lined up and said, we're going to go to planet Earth. We're going to have adventures. There's our card. 2 cards today. Thank you, Gertrude. Thank you, Beatrice. You want me to read these cards? Well, that's 2 blessings, so that's abundant. Anyway, we chose to come down here. Well, because we're living a physical life, we have to learn to read, write, go to school, play by the rules, drive vehicles, pay bills, buy houses, sell houses, move from one state to another. We have to do the physical lifting. We sort of forget, and we sort of don't pay any mind to what our purpose is until we're pushed to do it. First blessing: look in a book. Hello. Whatever your question is right now, you'll find the answer in a book. The words you find, I love this, will bring you the inspiration that you seek. That, my friends, is the higher learning. That's the reference point of what you need to learn today. Somebody else can teach you, I got this, I've got that. I understood this, I understood that. I think I shared with you yesterday or the day before, I bought the audio book from Chris Ann, who is the author of this Light Seers Tarot. I think I also shared that initially the smaller box of that, the little tiny cards, I didn't like much. I found the images to be a little daunting. But that was my initial physical response. But actually, it was calling my name and asking me to seek a higher meaning for it. Chris Ann did her artwork. She did the artwork and she did the descriptions of them based upon the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot, which, to some they've switched out the Justice card and the Strength card, which is the 8 and the 11 of the Major Arcana. Radley Valentine put them back in the correct order that they were originally designed to be. Don't know why, but that in itself, learning about that, why did they get switched? It's a journey. It's a journey that one follows the other, follows the other, follows the other. There are some tarot authors that say we don't want the Fool card because nobody's a fool. I don't think that, but there are some that might say going on an errand, a fool's errand, what are you doing that for? But you're doing it anyway. Let's see what the second blessing has to say. Well, I don't know what else to tell you. I wonder, whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. You know, I would say these two together, it's in a book. Ooh. Imagine you go on this magical treasure hunt and the fairies say to you, go to the library and the third aisle on the left, blah 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 blah, pick up a book, what have you. You know, that might be your thing today. It might be what takes you out of the doldrums of your life, to find magical blessings in the books that you read. Find the magical blessings in what you're learning. Find the magical blessings in what you're discovering. So if you've thought about studying astrology, go to it. I never thought about studying numerology until Radley Valentine came up with a course, angel numerology, because there are angel numbers and then there's traditional numerology, and he just kind of faceted them together. There should be a book that joins them in, because there are similarities and then there are differences. And I think that's all I got to say for today. And I love you. And thank you for liking, subscribing, and doing all you do. Your comments are golden. Absolutely golden. Until tomorrow. Bye for now.